I have to.
Oh yeah, what color? Yeah, let me think about that too. Color your dog's poop? Brown.
That would be. That would be.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Julie. Welcome back to Native Pets Channel. You may have seen me over the last couple of weeks talking about dog health, but today we're gonna do things a little bit differently and I'm gonna answer some of y'all's questions that were posted on social media.
If my dog is allergic to chicken, can he have the omega oil?
Generally, if your dog is allergic to chicken, feeding them a fish oil like omega oil or salmon oil is probably okay, but animals with allergies often are allergic to a lot of different things. So work with your veterinarian, get down to the root of what your dog's particular allergies are, and then you can make the decision whether to add in certain proteins like fish or salmon oil.
How do I take care of my pet's teeth and oral hygiene?
So the best thing that you can do to take care of your pet's teeth is to brush them just like you would. Gold standard of care is to brush them every day, even sometimes twice a day. But we know the reality of being able to do that with your pet in your life. So a minimum of brushing their teeth 3 times a week will show some benefits for slowing tooth decay and also preventing that bacterial buildup on their teeth. So you want to use a dog-specific toothbrush when you're starting out to teach your pets to accept oral care. Sometimes you want to first start with just your finger. So put a little bit of, make sure it's a dog specific toothpaste. Never use a human toothpaste because they contain toxic ingredients like xylitol. And they come in a lot of different flavors. So find a flavor toothpaste that your dog will accept and just get them used to that at first. So put a little on your finger, rub it around their mouth, get them used to the flavor and the motion. Then you can graduate to a finger brush that just looks like a thimble that just goes over your finger. And eventually use a regular dog toothbrush that looks very similar to something that you and I would use.
Okay. Is a homemade diet a good idea for my pet?
Homemade diets can be very difficult to do correctly for pets. So the better option is to get an AAFCO approved complete and balanced diet for your dog's age and lifestyle and any underlying medical issues. If you are interested in going a more holistic route, you want homemade food, always consult with a veterinary nutritionist to make sure you're getting the proper nutrients, vitamins, and minerals so that their organs can function properly.
When is the right time to spay or neuter my pet?
That's a good question. I mean, we did an article on that too. So choosing the right time to spay or neuter your dog is really dependent on the individual dog and the plan that you work out with your veterinarian. The research has changed over the years, and for larger breed dogs, we're waiting a little bit longer now to spay or neuter them so that they can properly grow, organ development, bone growth development. But every case is different. So if your animal has behavioral reasons that you may want to spay or neuter them a little bit earlier, while spaying and neutering won't change their personality, it will decrease their desire to roam, and it may decrease some aggressive behavior in male dogs potentially. So there's really no one size fits answer as to when you should spay and neuter your dog. You definitely want to wait until they're vaccinated, and usually a good starting point is about 6 months all the way up to 2 years.
Is a grain-free diet okay to feed my dog?
You generally don't want to feed your dog a grain-free diet unless there's a specific reason that you discuss with your veterinarian as to why. Some diseases, some animals with cancer may not want to be on a grain-free diet, but in general, your animals need grains to properly function. Some research has suggested that grain-free diets is also associated with heart disease. The study was done in larger breed dogs, but as a blanket rule, until we know more, make sure you're feeding your dog a diet that does have grains in it. It's very uncommon for dogs to be allergic to grains. This has become, we see this a lot, I think, in veterinary medicine, where the human trends tend to trickle over into the animal trends. So grain-free diets are very popular for people because they're lower sugar, lower carbohydrate. But in reality, your dog needs all those different nutrients to properly function.
Should I be giving my dog a joint supplement as a 2-year-old?
Supporting your dog's joints with a supplement is never a bad idea. And it also depends on the breed, how active they are. So larger breed dogs tend to have joint problems as they age. And most dogs, when they become seniors, will have some sort of joint problem. So being proactive to support their joints is always a good idea. Just make sure it's a good joint supplement, like Native Pets Relief Chews I really like. They have the green lip mussel in them, which is shown to have anti-inflammatory properties for joints. So again, always talk to your veterinarian before adding in any supplement for any ailment that your dog may have to make sure it doesn't counteract with any medications or underlying health problems that they may have.
Are supplements good to add even if my dog's food claims to have all the necessary nutrients?
First and foremost, you always do want to make sure your dog is on an AAFCO-approved complete and balanced diet, and that tells you that all the nutrients are in there for your dog's age and breed. But certain animals, just like people, may have underlying health issues. They may be more active than others. They may have medications that they're taking. And so adding in a supplement is a great way to be proactive with your animal's health and help slow down the process of aging that may happen when they become senior dogs. So for instance, if your dog is prone to having joint issues, or when they get older, there's a good chance that they may have arthritis. Adding in a supplement like the omega oil can help support their joints and decrease inflammation. It can also be very helpful for animals that have allergies. So giving an allergy supplement can help with those issues that may not be addressed with just their regular diet.
What color should my dog's poop be?
So generally, your dog's poop should be just a normal brown color, but there can be variations in their stool depending on their diet, hydration, any underlying medical issues that they may be dealing with. But you want to make sure that there's a good, firm consistency, that they are pooping regularly. And there's actually a poop chart that you can refer to. It's in most veterinary practices that shows you what the consistency and color should look like when your dog is healthy. But again, there'll be some variability with this. So if their stool is black, if you see any blood in it, these are all things that you should be concerned about and get to your vet right away to have it analyzed.
Why is my pet suddenly behaving aggressively or anxiously?
So when you see these types of behaviors in dogs, it could be from a variety of reasons. One is situational. So it's very common for pets to come into a veterinary hospital and be anxious or even aggressive when they're perfectly fine at home or out in public because they're nervous and they're scared. And I always tell people even the nicest dogs can bite just because they're scared of what's about to happen. Another reason you may see this behavior is again, environmental. So something's changed in their environment. Maybe you have a dog that has noise aversion. So during the day, during normal times of year, there aren't fireworks, there aren't loud noises. Something like that occurs and causes this behavioral change. And then the third most common thing that we see are medical problems. So if your animal was acting completely normal and then all of a sudden starts exhibiting aggression or anxiety or starts panting a lot, that's a big red flag that your dog could be experiencing pain or some other underlying medical issue. So you want to rule all these things out and work with your veterinarian. If you've ruled out the medical problem specifically, the next step would be to go and consult a veterinary behaviorist and see that if you can get down to the root of the problem.
As a veterinarian, do you recommend pet insurance?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, as veterinarians, we're not really involved in the pet insurance company, so a lot of us don't have all that information. But in general, I absolutely recommend pet insurance for your dog. The best thing that you could do, if you're able to, is to sign up for the insurance when your dog is young. Because like human pet insurances, some animal pet insurances have things in there against pre-existing conditions. So generally, if you have a young, healthy puppy, you're hoping they have no pre-existing conditions and more things will be covered, but it'll help you to give your animal the care that they need without breaking the bank. Veterinary care is not inexpensive, and if your animal has an accident, if they were to get hit by a car or have an orthopedic issue, you're looking at thousands of dollars for treatment for that one particular problem. And that's difficult for anybody to come up with that kind of money. So having pet insurance is a great option to help you pay for the unexpected with your pet. That was the last question we have for today. Thank you guys for submitting all of your great questions. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and our social media page for more dog health tips.